Chaz here. Happy Monday. Here's an effective little circuit that you can certainly do from the comfort of your own home, or you can do it in the gym if you've got a gym membership. But you literally need a stair, a table, a chair. If you have like a bench or a sturdy stool that's about shin high, it would be optimal. But somewhere basically between shin and maybe mid-thigh height of a bench or stool or a chair, like I said, or you could even use like maybe the second stair on a staircase. And if you have any sort of resistance, a medicine ball, light dumbbells, kettlebell, or like I said, you could take something that is about 10 pounds, 10, 15 pounds, a backpack, whack it on your back and do these exercises. But this will definitely get your heart rate up. But you can kind of put these 7 exercises either on their own, implemented somewhere within a workout. But I certainly suggest even just choosing these 7 exercises and going either for reps, which could be like 10 reps per exercise, or per leg or arm, as you're going to see in a second, or even for time. So you're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, or 60 seconds, and then you repeat the circuit, say 3, 4, 5 times, depending on your fitness level. But 7 exercises, and today's theme is kind of single limb. So single leg exercises and single arm exercises. And the great thing with that is that you certainly can address your, unilateral strength differences, which for a lot of us, we tend to, almost everybody has muscle imbalances. We all kind of have an arm, usually your dominant arm, that is typically kind of stronger. But we also have, and it may not necessarily be your dominant hand, by the way, it could be also your offhand. But it also, you can have strength differences in your legs as well. So these are great exercises that not only, like I said, address the strength differences between the both, but every one of these 7 exercises, you're going to be engaging your core, because with single leg exercises, obviously the opposite side of your body. So if you're going to work your right hand or your right leg, of course your left hand side of your body's got to kind of counterbalance to keep things kind of balanced, stable, so you get a much more activation of, yes, your core, but certainly the opposite side, oblique, and even engagement of the glutes, the hips, as stabilizers to keep things balanced. So I guess the number one thing here with this is to try to stay as balanced as you can as you do these exercises. So 7 exercises. I'll start with 3 upper body, and then there's going to be 3 lower body, and then kind of a cardio finisher. So first exercise, upper body. I use this with a lot of my clients, so certainly they can attest to that. It's not necessarily fun, but it's basically a single arm push-up. So immediately you might say, okay, wait a minute, I can barely do a 2-handed push-up. How the heck am I going to do a 1-handed push-up? But it's just the way that it is that you might only get 4 or 5 reps per arm, but you know what? That's a great starting point. So again, kind of slowly increase your number of reps as you do this. So it's a great exercise. And again, if you're weak in an area, don't just forget about it and omit it because it's too hard. Try to actually get better at it. So you basically start in a plank position with your feet pretty well as wide as you can. Engage your glutes and core, and then you're just going to raise up with that same side. So start with my right, and maybe you go for 5 reps. And then now switch to your left hand as the dominant hand. So now you go down with your left and then push up with your left. So now you stay to your left hand side and you go for 5. Like I said, you can do 5 aside, 10 aside, or go for say 30 seconds and switch obviously halfway. Then what we have is push-ups with a T rotation. So again, you can do push-ups from the knees, from your feet, or even an incline. So do a push-up and then rotate your body so you're almost basically in a side plank. There's hence the single arm. So yes, you start with a double arm push-up, but the emphasis here is more or less getting used to training with one arm, and then obviously one leg a little later. So all these exercises has a theme of one limb. So you just do a push-up, and then you rotate your hips and try to get a straight line down. But again, you could use a bench or from your feet. If you're having trouble, you can do it from your feet. And then, of course, side plank. Straight side plank. If you want to make it more challenging, raise the leg, either hold it or literally just raise the leg up and down, or for those, you go in this, and then go in this position, or for those that are very beginners, you could just go from the knees, and of course, switching sides. Then, that's your 3 arm exercises. 3 leg exercises, single leg squat, using a bench, like I said, about shin high, kick one leg out, squatting with only one leg. Biggest thing here, control the descent. Don't go, try to not just flop down. Try to control your speed. If it's too high, too low for you, try to find a height that's a little bit more manageable, but just don't flop down. Of course, 10 reps each leg, or 30 seconds each leg. Then, grabbing your weights up here, and doing what's called a Bulgarian split squat. So, you put your foot on that same height bench, keep your weights up by your chest, that engages your core more. Deep as you can drop, up. Deep as you can drop, up. Just don't let that knee go over the toes. That's with anything. Always keep your knee kind of in line with your midfoot. Again, 10 reps each leg, 30 seconds each leg. Then, using the same bench again, go sideways, come up, drive your leg. Stand up, drive your knee. And if you want to get this more cardio, you could get the pace going, like such, like that. That hits the glutes much more. This will be more quad dominant. This will be definitely more glute dominant. And then the final exercise, which is the cardio exercise, is ski jumps or alternating lunges. So just, and do that for either 20 reps, 10 seconds each side, or you can do it for 30 seconds straight. And then obviously break, and then repeat the circuit 3 to 5 times. So, great little circuit there. Obviously you can tell, gets the heart rate going, but you can hit all your major muscles in a very short period of time. But it's just a different way of doing it. Instead of 2 arm exercises that we tend to do, or squats and deadlifts, that is obviously double legs. Challenge your actually left and right side of your body to get a more complete workout and functional workout. Have a great day.